Hey guys, it's Nick. I'm going to show you guys how to make this chicken Alfredo pizza. It was so good after a 12-hour shift. So you're going to get your chicken. And then I got this recipe from Sierra Glam Shop. I used the on everything seasoning, the seasoned chicken. Then I used her Ghetto Girlz Eat on my seasoning. Next, I'm going to put some red pepper. Have y'all ingredients open before y'all start y'all video. I had to open it. So I'm just putting that on there and seasoning that. And then next, I'm going to use this kicking chicken. I think I picked it up at my local grocery store. It's really good on chicken as well. A little bit of onion powder. I cannot season chicken without onion powder and garlic powder, of course. So I'm just going to put that all over there. I didn't use too much because I never used Sierra seasonings before, so I wanted to really see how they taste. I'm mixing up the chicken so that it is all evenly seasoned. Okay, now we're gonna put the chicken on the stove. And I like to flip my chicken once the edges are like cooked and the middle is pink. So that's when I start flipping them over when the edges. Now look, I don't know if that's the right way, but that's how I make my chicken and it turns out right every single time. So, I'm just flipping it over and you make your chicken how you make your chicken, The most important part is that it's cooked thoroughly. So I'm just flipping the chicken over. Okay, so now that chicken is done, it looks so good. It smells so good. I wish I could smell it through the camera. It smells so freaking delicious. So now I'm going to transfer that on the board and cut it up into smaller pieces. My chicken was already chopped, but I wanted to chop it up into smaller pieces so that when I bite into it, it's just the perfect size.
Do that. There's only one way out of this, Trey. You gotta pretend like you have an addiction by napping with everyone you know. Save my marriage.
Okay, in that same pot, I cooked my chicken in. I put butter, garlic paste, a half a block of cream cheese, and I used the whisk to whisk that in. Now I'm pouring in the heavy whipping cream. That's a half a cup right there. And I'm going to use that whisking tool to whisk it all in. I like to put it in after I cook my chicken because all the flavor from the chicken is still in the pot. So I'm just mixing that around, trying to get that flavor absorbed off. You see it's on the side of the pot and everything. And it just tastes so much better to me. So once you got that all whisked in, you want it to be a nice consistency throughout. And then I added a little bit more everything seasoning and red pepper flakes because I needed just a little bit more seasoning in mine. And you guys can taste this sauce right now. You guys can taste it. And when you, taste it, you can see if you need to add more or, you make it to your sauce to your liking. Now my sauce is kind of bubbling, so that's when you add the cheese. So I'm adding Parmesan cheese into the pot. And then I'm going to whisk that all together. And once it starts bubbling like that, you want to cut the heat down and let it simmer. Okay, so that's just me whisking it up some more. I think it's about pretty much done right there. I have a nice thick consistency. I did go in and add a little bit more heavy whipping cream to mine because I wanted it a little bit more runny for the pizza. I made the pizza dough. I used the Pillsbury pizza dough. Y'all make it as the instructions say make it. And it said to cook it for 6 minutes. And then I put the Alfredo sauce on the chopped chicken. I put that on. Now I'm going to go in with some more Parmesan cheese, just a little bit. Now I'm going to add mozzarella cheese. I'm going to go heavy with the mozzarella cheese now. Then I'm going to chop up some spinach, some baby spinach, and put that on top. And her recipe said use mushrooms as well. I personally don't like mushrooms, so I skipped out on that part. And now I'm just adding a little bit more mozzarella cheese. And then at the end, I put a little bit more everything seasoning on top. Now you're going to put it in the oven. I think my instructions said for 7 more minutes. And this is how it turned out, y'all. It was so good. This was a quick, easy meal that I made after my 12-hour shift of being a nurse. Y'all know, as healthcare workers, we be wanting to come home, cook something quick and easy. Oh my God, it was so good. I'm about to eat my last piece right now.